then October 7th. And with it, one of the most powerful forces that sustained settler colonies returned to the center: the fight for survival. It's important to note that despite all their differences, the overwhelming majority of Jews in Israel believe in the dispossession of Palestinians and the colonization of their land, regardless of what they identify as. Settler colonies are born through violence. It's the intrinsic DNA of this society, and it's the only thing that can restore unity between them when everything else starts falling apart. In many ways, the occupation has always functioned as the one unifying project of Israeli society. And the Gaza genocide took this to a whole other level. The violence unleashed by Israeli settlers defies description.
The war is not just with Hamas, the war with all the civilians.
Today is 10 times worse than yesterday, 100 times worse than the first day. Gaza is collapsing.
I can hear Hamas being pulverized, and it's the greatest sound I've ever heard in my life.
The images are burned into the world's memory. And throughout it all, the majority of the settlers not only participated, but they cheered it on.
We were looking for babies, but there is no babies left.
What babies? Say that again.
In doing so, Israel revealed its moral collapse to the entire world, isolating the colony more and more as a pariah on the global stage. But isolation has its own effect. The more the world recoiled, the more Israeli society retreated into a siege mentality, a belief that survival depended on unity against this hostile outside world. And that instinct pushed the settlers to band together, even as their society fractured from within. This is why war has always been so essential to Israel, because it's the only thing that can bring the Jewish settlers together. It's the artificial heartbeat required to keep the corpse alive.
This war is so highly popular in Israeli public opinion, or in Jewish Israeli public opinion. 93% of the Israelis support this war. In no democracy, there is such a figure in a survey about any kind of question. And this comes after 2.5 years of another war.
What we have is a collapse, a social collapse. It's also a psychological collapse. It has to do with the fact that Israelis have lost connection with reality.
There is a trend here, and the trend is towards the collapse of Zionism.
And all of this is not just bad for the soul of a nation, it's also bad for business. The Israeli economy was already